channel, Sweat Now, Drip Later, Total Wellness, where we discuss all things wellness. I'm Chantel Hansborough, and today's topic is Feel Your Fullness. Are you still hungry, or have you had enough? Now, before we dive in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the loop with me as we continue to make peace with food and exercise together. Because, baby, you are not alone. This is the partnership that you didn't even know that you signed up for. Now, warning, I just want to let you guys know I am not a registered dietitian or nutritionist. So if you are seeking professional help, please do so. I'm just a young woman that is eager to learn more about nutrition and making peace with eating disorders. So I feel that when I come across tips, it is my honor and it is my godly duty to share with you. Like I said before, if you or a loved one is struggling with an eating disorder or unhealthy eating habits, I definitely encourage you to seek professional help from a registered dietitian or nutritionist. Now let's dive in. If you're anything like me, I can't even enjoy a meal until I find something good to watch on TV. Or I'm left with the choice of grabbing something quick to eat due to a busy schedule. Now, both of these examples are experiences of me clouding my eating experience with distraction. Now, if you're an OG to my channel, shout out to you. You've seen past clips of me discussing the book Intuitive Eating, a revolutionary program that works, and I am back to continue the series so we can grow and glow together while applying those gems to our lives. And nobody talks about it enough, but food addiction is real, so let's chat. The chapter starts off by encouraging us to listen for our body's signals that tells us when we're no longer hungry. It also encourages us to observe the signs that show us when we're comfortably full. And here's my favorite gem that I'll definitely be reinforcing while eating is put a pause in the middle of your meals. This tip is so helpful because it allows you to ask yourself, how does the food actually taste? What's your current hunger level? And that is so important because think of the times where you have just mindlessly ate. And I'm talking about your favorite meal, your mom's home cooking, your guilty pleasure, and you just know that you gotta finish it because it is so good. It's easy to get through an entire meal completely unconscious of your hunger levels. And that's why I'm making this video, so we can learn how to feel our fullness. Oftentimes, our ability to tap out mentally while eating and just diving in our food comes from many different factors. Now, growing up, you might have been inducted to the Clean Your Plate Club without even knowing. Our parents often meant well by making you sit at the table until your plate was clean, but ultimately that trickled into your adulthood, leaving you absolutely no idea how to tune into your hunger cues and stop yourself when you're full. So you feel obligated to eat just because it's there. And you also could be coming from a scarcity mindset where you have placed food at a high value. And this comes from the habit of fearing or avoiding to waste the food that you have. So you consume this food because, quote unquote, someone else might be less fortunate or someone else will be grateful to have the meal that you're eating. So you might feel the need to eat this despite your fullness. And the next one hits home, y'all. It hits home. I feel like if I start a meal or if I simply open a bag of chips, which is my favorite, I can tear down some Doritos. I have to eat it all. And it comes from a lack of trust around food. And lastly, it can be from starting a meal or snack on an empty stomach. Now, you know how when people say don't go grocery shopping while you're hungry because you gonna buy the whole store. My granny told me all the time, do not go grocery shopping if you know you ain't ate all day because you're gonna buy everything you see in sight. Eating on an empty stomach produces the same drive. You can be so hungry or feel like you missed out on previous meals throughout the day and you have to make up for those hunger cues, and that simply makes everything go out the window, leaving you unsatisfied. Now, if you related to any of that, give me a hug, like bring it in because you're not alone. And watching this video and seeking professional help and advice is the next step to healing. And I just want to say I'm proud of you. Like, for real.
All I can say.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay, so now you might be asking me, Chantel, how do I respect my fullness? Because I want to show my body love. And I want to love it continuously. Now don't worry, I got you. Let's get into it. First, you have to make peace with food. If you're unfamiliar with that, please make sure you stop or continue this video, but make sure you go back and watch my video titled Making Peace with Food, where we discuss chapter 3 of the book, and that peace will set you free. No longer will you feel shame or guilt for the food choices that you have, or you'll be able to stop labeling food as good or bad because it doesn't exist. You can give yourself permission to eat. Coming out of a chronic dieting lifestyle can be scary, knowing that you can actually eat what you want. But as you keep going and keep giving yourself permission to eat, it is also the matter of gaining the understanding that you can eat freely again. And with help, I want to assure you that you don't have to finish it all. You don't have to eat until you're uncomfortably full, because I want you to know the food will be there again, and it's not the end of the world. So just that mental note, like, wow, I can have this again, is so in. Also, it's important to aim for a comfortable satisfaction. After eating, you want to be able to still enjoy the events that you have planned after. You want to be able to still get up and dance after dinner that was served at a party. And you want to have energy. Often feeling uncomfortably full results in sluggishness, which makes it hard for you to go through your day, or the itis kicks in and you're looking for a nap. So that's why we want to reinforce the pause. We talked about it in the beginning. Think of it as a little checkup on your body.
Check up on it, I'ma let you work up on it. Ladies, let them check up on it.
Check up on your hunger levels and your taste buds. That little pause is going to help you stop and actually think about your actions. Ultimately, I want you to aim to be a conscious eater. Of course, not obsessive, but conscious. Consciously having that pause in the middle of your eating and the peaceful dialogue that you'll apply with that will help you communicate when you've had enough. Or if you still have room for more, which ain't no shame in your game. Once you do that pause and your body tells you you can eat, do it. But here are my last point tips. The taste check. Ask yourself, how is the food tasting? Is it worthy of your taste buds, or are you eating it because it's in front of you? This will help you evaluate a lot. Next is the satisfaction check. Are you still hungry? Is your hunger going away, or are you shifting into a more satisfied state? And after you reflect and find yourself hungry, please continue to eat, because like I said, there's no shame in your game. We want you to eat until you're satisfied. And remember, you're giving yourself permission to eat without guilt or shame. The journey is about patience and trial and error. So take time to practice these principles during your next meal and watch how more in tune you become with yourself and your eating habits. I believe that you deserve a life of peace surrounding food, where you trust yourself around it again, and I pray that you get it. Remember, by the grace of God, we are getting stronger daily. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're looking to get active, make sure you try out my low impact, high intensity workout. Until next time, little bugs, have a great one.